Good afternoon, friends. So, I am working on my junk one more time. This will be a short one just because I'm not finished, but I figured I would do a little update. So, if you followed my last video, I installed a complete system, 3-inch Pypes Street Pro on the Camaro. There it is. You can see it back there. It's got the full X pipe, everything. It's a really nice system. I don't know if I mentioned in my video, but I'm almost certain I did, that the kit I got said it was for 1975 to 1980. This one, I looked up the part number on the actual site after I bought it, and it's for a 71. They don't actually make 3-inch exhaust systems for these cars, mainly because there's not a lot of room under there, but I made it work anyways. So, what am I doing today? Well, I am doing the thing I said I was going to do originally, and I just kind of thought that it would be good enough. But anyways, let me dive into it. So on there are the Street Pro mufflers. So if you could take a quick look underneath, they're pretty big mufflers. They're similar to the Flowmaster mufflers. There's a chamber welded across here and another chamber inside. And then there's like a perforated tube on either end. So it kind of goes in a little bit and zigzags and bounces in there, kind of, sort of. It's a nice muffler, but I kind of found it was a touch quiet. Now, in the high RPMs, it's fairly loud, but I mean, mostly everything is. On idle, it sounded really great until I actually backed the car out of the garage for something, and it was at operating temperature. It was warm, and on idle at around 850, outside where it's not echoing, it was really quiet. And I don't care about high-end sound. I like a really choppy idle. That's just me. So the original plan was to buy this system, and then I was going to take my race venoms off of my other system and then basically mock them up into this system. And I kind of told myself it was going to be too much work, and I was being cheap, and I didn't want to buy new mufflers for a complete system that came with new mufflers. And now I'm there. So I'll go over to the bench and I'll show you what's going on. So as of right now, I am trying to do some cleaning up on them. So here's my project, and I'll show you. This is the race venom that I had on the car originally. You got the center in, offset out. 2.5, 2.5. Chambered muffler. It's different than like that one over there. The other one has chambers like this. This one has a V chamber and then another V chamber and then kind of like holes. So essentially, you can look in here and see straight through. There's no restriction. There's just kind of the sound bounces in and out of here and around. So my idea was to just slap these on originally. Problem was the offset on those mufflers are from corner to corner. So I measured it out and I was like, okay, well, the measurement's the same. All I have to do is basically cut off this, cut off that, re-weld it over here, patch that. And then at that point, I'm getting into a lot of work and I'm starting to ask myself if it's really worth it. So I figured it's wintertime. What else do I got to do? So yeah, this was painted at one point. I painted it just because I wanted it to look pretty. It was dirty and gross. So here's where I'm at. I'm currently working on this one. This is one of them. I completely cleaned it all and sanded it, and I'm going to clear coat it with a high temperature clear coat paint, so hopefully it stays clean. This is the 3-inch inlet. As you can see, I've extended it out because the other mufflers are like 20 inches long, and the way that that system is made was for a long muffler. So I'm like, well, it's either I'm putting an extension on over there or I put an extension on over here. So whatever, I had it on the ground. I'm gonna do it here. So all I'm waiting for is another fitting that's gonna go in here. I took a hole saw, cut this off, hole sawed this part, flipped it around so I had the X, welded it back into place. I didn't do that bad of a job, but if you're looking really close, you can kind of see the round to it, but whatever. Once I sand it and paint it, you won't even tell. And if somebody's really going to be looking that hard for it, they'll find it, but whatever. And that's it. So whenever I get these all done and fabbed up and cleaned and painted and all that jazz, I am going to do a comparison between the Street Pros and these in 3-inch, because these should sound completely different compared to the way they were with the center offset versus offset. So I'm hoping they're going to sound really friggin' good and not tremendously loud, but a lot louder than this. I'm going to do a comparison between the two and go from there. But this is my current project. I had done a little bit of research on the Pypes Street Pro muffler, and they really are a mild muffler. They're compared to like Flowmaster 50. Excuse me. And they actually have CFM on their website, how much the exhausts flow. And I think that the next one up, the Violator, flows better in a 2.5 than this one does in a 3. And then there's like another turbo muffler that actually flows better in a 3 versus this one in a 3. So it sounds all right. How much power it's robbing, I don't know. It's a 3-inch muffler, but I mean, I'd rather go with this one. Like, I'm gonna try and show you guys if I could put it up to the light. Yeah, you can see right through there. There's one of the baffles. So this is gonna be loud. Hopefully not too loud, but a lot louder than that one. So I will keep everybody up to date on how this is going. The next little section of this video will be me throwing them on and testing both of them. Obviously this is gonna be way better, I'm sure, but we will test it just because. Good content. Thanks for tuning in, and keep your eyes out for the next video. Cheers, guys.